just the live audience quite a lot. I think that I can speak for pretty much all the WWE superstars when I say that. We're very accustomed to having that extra person out there with us being the audience, and so it's definitely a trip. Some of us have adjusted to it better than others. I'd like to think that I'm one of those folks. I've had extensive experience wrestling in front of very small crowds early in my career, so knowing that the WWE Universe is watching at home live on Monday nights or on YouTube later on or wherever you get your WWE, that's always motivation. It always makes it easier to get out there and fall down a bunch and hurt yourself. But yeah, it's definitely different, and we hope that we can get back to live audiences sooner than later. I credit my work ethic with nearly all of my success. I don't have anything else really. I'm not the biggest guy, not the strongest guy, not the fastest guy. I'm kind of middle of the road when it comes to my size in WWE terms anyway. And so, for me, it's just been about constantly improving. Even if you can get a little bit better each day in some aspect of your game, when somebody else is sitting idle, then, you're getting that edge. And so I've sort of just always been about that work, that grind. That's always been how I do it. So, yeah, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't be here having this conversation. Oh, Khali's great. What a guy. He is such a massive human being. Just being around him is a trip. I remember just seeing him for the first time. It's one of those where you're like, and you just keep going with your eyes because he's so tall and so massive, and you shake his hand and you feel like you have a little baby hand. Yeah, he's a trip. And Jinder's great. Jinder's one of those guys who, so when I first got to WWE, Jinder got put on the main roster fairly quickly with very little experience that he had. And I remember coming in with all the experience that I had, being very upset that he got the opportunity before I did. And so I kind of resented him for that in the beginning. But he's such a nice guy, such a hard worker, and he has improved so much over the years that by the time I ended up getting back into the ring with him, it would have been maybe a couple years back where we did a European tour together, wrestled for the Intercontinental Championship, and it was a treat. It was such a nice experience. He's such a good dude, and I hope he's doing well. Role models, I assume we're talking WWE role models here. But maybe not. I don't know. I always loved flashy athletes when I was a kid. Michael Jordan was one of my guys. Deion Sanders. I like these guys with a little bit of swag, a little bit of confidence. And then also work ethic wise, I think my dad and my stepdad were both role models for me in that regard. They were both had a super strong work ethic and were providers in that sense. And so I do think that I got some of that from them, watching them and how they conducted themselves. As for WWE role models, I think Shawn Michaels, when I really started to care about wrestling, he was the guy that I always sort of looked at to pattern myself after a little bit. Even AJ Styles a little bit, and I might age him here, but he's about 10 years older than me. So when I was first breaking in, AJ was a guy that I thought was really cool as well. And then, Triple H, who's always been a mentor to me and helped me out over the years. So there's a few for you. Our short answer is yes, absolutely. I can't wait to get in front of any fans again. But the Indian fans especially, it's always such a trip coming over there. Just the excitement of the Indian fans to the WWE Universe on that side of the world is it's pretty unparalleled. South America might be close, but as far as the excitement level that an audience brings to a show, the Indian fans are very high up there.